I've collected a lot of toys throughout the years, but I think imaginext blind bag figures are my favorite. They did a DC line, but they did an in-house brand line where they just made little characters that came in bags like this, 1 through 12, and unfortunately it ended. They seem to have, Fisher Price, owned by Mattel, they seem to have focused on Little People and Little People Creator Collector, which is a very fun line, and I also do collect that. I can't collect them all, unlike these blind bags, which was more attainable, even though some of them were harder to find in Canada where I live, and I did have to resort to taking trips to the States to find them, but I did, and I tracked them down, and I did get a complete set of these, and that's what we're going to look at today. I am trying to downsize my toy collection, and I am really trying to, instead of focusing what I don't want, focusing what I do want, and I have been putting the things that mean a lot to me in cases like this so that I can look at them and appreciate the collection. There is a lot of homages to other toy brands and other things in this line, other pop culture references that are fun, and I don't know if I get them all or remember them all, but I'll try to talk about them as we go. So I did manage to put all 12 series, even though the numbers per series have changed over the years and over the different series. They have had more or less, but we have 2 piles of 6 of these boxes. I've put them upside down, 1 through 12, but also I have this binder, and if you've seen some of my Masters of the Universe videos, you know that I do this with the comic books that come with them, but I put them in binders. But this, I'm able to put the checklist. So here we have Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, and I've put them so I know what series is what, and they just had these long strip checklists in each one that you could check off and see which characters you got, because they were blind bags. However, they did have codes punched into them, which is great. And I mentioned that there is a DC collection of blind bags too, which I have all of those, except there was one. There's a new series that's, I think, only available in Mexico, which is kind of weird. And then also, there's this one special character from this series that was in the very last wave, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. What a great way to close out this collection. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at every single figure. So I will open the box so that it's not as cloudy and show you the different armor. So Series 1 was 10 figures, so that was a lot. In the end, they started going down to 6, which I was okay with because it was more attainable, less costly and easy to get, and I guess maybe get 10 in each one. So we had a Palace Guard, and this is what he looked like without it. He had a Palace Guard hat, and he has this axe guard stuff. Anyway, super duper cool there. We had this old-fashioned scuba diver. Helmet can come off. His head, very, very nice. I just opened up some scuba ones that are newer. He came with this purple skate. They always came with, well, they didn't, there's one that didn't come with an accessory, and that's so weird. All right, am I gonna put these back the way that they go? There are a couple of things that don't fit into the box that I had to squeeze in, but I did, or I had to take apart some of the accessories to fit them into these boxes, but I did manage to fit everything into these awesome boxes that I got at the dollar store. The Dollarama in Canada was where I got these, but you can get them in different, you can get I don't know, I guess they're like craft dividing boxes or tackle boxes, depending on where you get them at. I have to let you see. The lids don't usually come off. On this box, it does. I don't know what's up with that. But that'll be the end. Maybe I can jack it up just a little bit so you can see here. Alright, and then we get this alien guy with his brain showing and a removable cape, which this, I guess series 1 was definitely one of the best one. Translucent head, you can see his brain, and then he came with this awesome staff, which is so long that I had to put in a special divider, but that is really cool. Put that cape back on, and then we have this Egyptian god that also comes with a very long staff. Snake reminds me of King Hiss, but also an Egyptian god. These are about the same size as Mega Constructs figures too, and I did do some Instagram pictures where I matched up the boy god character with or monster character. So there's monsters in here, universal monsters every once in a while. So Mummy is a good example of that. And I mixed them up with the Monster High monsters, and they ended up being really cool pictures on my Instagram. Follow toohunky on Instagram. We do have a lumberjack with an axe, and check out his stash. Very, very Canadiana look there. We like that. And then we have this 007 guy who came with lots of nice accessories. So he's got this crossbow, axe, grappling hook kind of thing. And he also has this space flight suit kind of thing that he can put on like this with the goggles. And he is just a 007 tuxedo kind of Batman looking guy. We love that about him. Then there was a soccer player with a trophy and a hoodie that could be removed. That's a really cool design too, because the sleeves are still on the t-shirt when you take the hoodie off. That's really cool, and he does look like a European football star. And what is, do you recognize him? Who's number 10? I don't follow soccer. Is that a famous? Does he look like somebody who's a famous number 10? And then we have a stock car racer. Again, he has the same kind of hood that comes off. Trying to be careful with these. Sometimes you find imaginext figures at the thrift store and the paint is worn off, so I do worry about that. I do have some that I have kicking around that I use a lot that do in fact have the paint worn off, but that is him with he's got a hood on, a hair protecting hat, but also then he puts on his mask. That is cool too, and his first prize trophy in gold, very nice. And then we have a Mexican wrestler with a removable hood or cape again, and he's got his tank top on and his muscles and his mask, and very cool. And then he's got this fighting dummy, which is awesome. Put this thing back on. And then we have a Robot Man. And I did a video like this once before, a while ago, but I didn't do it in order. And I'm so happy that I have these all organized and know that this is the complete Series 1. He came with this tool thing. Oh, that can go on his back. That's cool. And then he comes with this gun. So a very cool robot AI taking over the world kind of guy. Can you fit him with a backpack on? Put him back in there. That's two really cool accessories there with that guy. Okay. Mexican, wait. Wait, did the wrestler really come with 3 accessories? I gotta check my reference book, because I didn't even realize that. That's amazing. No. Oh, the trophy. I've had the trophy in there. Of course the trophy goes to the Star Car Racer. Got things mixed up just a little bit. So that was Series 1. Don't worry, the series are going to get shorter as we go along. But number 1, check. What's number 2? Number 2, right here, hopefully I do have them going in order, is this one. Still 10 figures, it looks like. And we have, let's start off with this winter exploration guy with a full beard. I love his beard and his hair and his pants, his whole outfit. But then you can put on his parka. Again, they use the sleeves from his undershirt, turn into the sleeves as his jacket. That's really cool. He looks super bundled up, and he got the scarf tied around it, and he comes with a pickaxe. A very weird shaped one, but maybe that is stylized after something that I'm unaware of. But very nice bulky figure. I think it's good to keep these in here without their hoods on so I can take a look at what they look like underneath, because sometimes they are hidden. You can't even see what they look like. And then we have a Frankenstein's monster here. Check him out. Very, very cool. You can see his brain again. And I love his face so much, his big feet. And then he has this electrifying thing that you put on his head so you can see the electricity going into his body. That is very, very cool. So just one accessory for him. And then we have Crocodile Dundee with a removable hat that is also attached to the snake. And very awesome. And he comes with a sword. Which, wait, should I have my binder open to make sure that I'm not making any mistakes? Sword, I guess. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. I sorted this stuff out, I know. I do have the binder standing by for reference, just in case we get confused. But very cool, sleeveless. Look at his necklaces and his beard, and yeah, very cool. Oh, I think you're supposed to put them like this. I think this is supposed to balance. I think I'd try sometimes to put the snake underneath to hold on, but I just noticed that it fits so much better around his arm. Anyway, he is cool. Snake attacking him. Take out the sword, put him back in here. And then we get a sheriff. And he looks like that with his hood on, and this with his hood off. Very olden times. Like his face very much. That is his backside. And then put on his coat. His vest turns into a coat. I love that. And he comes with a lasso. Very cool. Or his rope. Love it. And back in there. And then we have this. Oh, this is a favorite for sure. A wild caveman with a tiger head. A tiger head hat. What do you call this? Headdress, I guess. Awesome. You can see the saber tooths coming down. Amazing. Look at him. He's so much bulkier than the other figures. Then we have Flying Squirrel Man, which he's got this crazy mohawk and goatee thing going on. And then he's got these wings that you clip him into, And he turns into like this flying squirrel parachuter guy. Check that out. He's a glider. And then, I haven't been showing the eyes on here, but usually when there's a sporty figure, they'll put an eye. And then I think on the ankle, they usually put, maybe they don't do that for all of them, but usually on the ankle you'll see an imaginext, but I guess because they highlighted his suit, or it's before they got into the groove here, he goes there. And then we get this steampunk guy. Check out his olden days mustache again, just like the sheriff. Cool. They gave him one of the old style heads. They all used to have heads like this from just the Playline regular imaginext play sets. They would have this like the space guys, and everything would be round, so you can mix and match the armor very easily, the different hoods and hats and stuff that go on them. So every once in a while we will get a rounded regular head, but that is a classic. And did I talk about the articulation of these? The wrists twist usually, and the arms go out and around and all about, and the legs move together. And that is usually the basic articulation. He is a good example of one of the basic figures. And he has this top hat and cape combo to go on. Very steampunk. And then he also has these stilts, which are, I don't know, they're probably bouncy, fast walker kind of stilts. So really cool steampunk kind of guy there. Love that. And then last but not least, we have the abominable, not the abominable snowman, his cousin, whatever his name is. You take off his hat, he has a weird facial hair going on, a goatee thing. Again, he has that rounded head. He's balding a little bit. But it is so funny that he is unmasked. You could do a Scooby-Doo thing with him and unmask the, not Nettie, not Nessie, not Abominable Snowman, Sasquatch, the Sam Squanch. We go, Sasquatch, here he is. And then he has a fish that he can knock you over the head with, or he can eat. And he does have a cute face, and they did make him into an Abominable Snowman version coming up really soon. They redecoed him for this collection. Alright, so that was Series 2. Only 10 more to go. Okay, next up, Series 3, which is a great one. I love when they give us Universal Monsters, for sure. There's 2 in here, so this definitely, this was a favorite series for sure. So we did get this creature from the Black Lagoon, you could say. It's a sea monster. Cool, but they gave him a land-breathing mask, which is so funny. So I guess there's water in there, so he can breathe on land. And oh yeah, look at his crazy body. And they gave him a trident. How perfect. Because he is a creature of the sea. Nice, let's take a look at that head again. I didn't get a look at his head. Oh yeah, he definitely looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Put him back in here. And then we get this rock star. And this rock star has a mohawk. Mohawks seem to be very popular in imaginext world. Sleeveless vest. That's the example of the eye that they put on the ankle usually. And he came with a guitar and a amp. You can put it in, and he's got the crossbows on there, and very nice detail. I love that. Love all of the cool accessories. And then another monster, we have a zombie. You can see that his ribs are showing there, and amazing. And then he's got like this Jason Voorhees kind of, or I guess it's more like Chainsaw Massacre mask on. So this burlap sack to put over his head, and his eye can peek out. That is so creepy, sinister. It is funny that these are made for kids. They definitely they definitely make them for adults. You'll see some of the references, especially here, actually. Very Halloween series here. And he comes with a weed whacker. Isn't that, instead of a chainsaw, a weed whacker? So we gotta love that. And then like this. And then I guess I wanted to kind of take his hood off so you can see him as is. And then we have Dracula, which is awesome. Like, see another Universal monster. His cape comes off. He's got this kind of I don't know, kind of Spanish influence, but I guess, he's Bulgarian or wherever, Transylvania. Very, very cool, that face that is from behind. And let's put this back on. And does he have another? Oh, yes, and he comes with this so crazy great Masters of the Universe reference where you can put his imp on his arm just like Hordak head. So I gotta love that. I really wish that they made Masters of the Universe ones. Maybe they will make Masters of the Universe imaginext now that there's a movie coming out, even though there's been a movie coming out for 20 years or so, and we're still waiting for it. Okay, next we have this Bomb Squad guy. Very, very cool. He's got his armor on. Again, he's got the classic round hair. Oh, I like how they painted his hair with this straight across line. He's got a full beard. He's winking. And that army suit is pretty awesome. Yes, indeed. So nice. He's well protected, and even more protected when he has the vest on. And he comes with this robot safety thing that he controls that I guess goes in and deactivates danger. And then we have this skateboard going with this skateboard guy. So that is a pretty cool accessory. I guess that's why he only has one, because there's working wheels on it. Has the eye on the skateboard, the eye on the back. Very Tony Hawk. And then check out that logo of the skull with the eye in it too. Headphones, hat matching the skateboard. Pretty cool skater dude. The skateboard, of course, is ginormous. Looks like one of those electrical skateboards, but maybe it is. And then we have Breaking Bad hazmat suit guy. And I mean, you might just say that this is a hazmat suit, but check that out. People really like the show Breaking Bad. I didn't think it was that good. Maybe it was the topics. I don't think drugs are cool or anything, so maybe that's why. But it wasn't as good. There's other HBO shows that are much better, in my opinion, like 6 Feet Under, but I watched it anyway. And it's so funny how much this looks like him. So they definitely took homage. And I love all of the reference in here. The unofficial references that they make in these figures. Which, again, we'll talk about this guy coming soon. And then we have Crazy Santa, where he looks angry. And he looks maybe Polish. You take this off, he looks more like Santa, but he looks so mad. And I believe that there is a movie where there is isn't there some kind of cartoon where there's this martial arts Santa, a fighting Santa, very angry, but very cool with the swords and everything. And I like that. Look, you can put the swords, 2 swords, and you can put them in the back here like this. That is very, very cool. I love his Russian hat too. Nice northern. He could be Canadian too, because I think Santa Claus is Canadian. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever realize that? North Pole. I mean, maybe he's the North Pole, so he's a little bit of everything. Maybe that's how it works, because he's every country. He's at the tip. That's why he's a man of the world. Gotta be this robot was one of the things that didn't fit, so I have to angle it just right to get it in there. Oh, I love that I can like glance over these and take a look at the figures and have them in the box. Series 3, Series 4, another good set. We do have some more monsters in here. I love that they did that. So let's start though with the boxer. Very cool. Our first shirtless figure. Nice. Gloves. They're even articulated. And he's missing a tooth. He's got a bruised eye. He has, he looks similar to this guy, but his hair is different. It is messed up a little bit more. And then he, oh, that's it. And then he comes with this punching dummy, boom, 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 which is so very nicely designed. I love that. That looks great together. And then we get our first female figure. Amazing. And she is a snowboarder with a pink snowboard. And you can take off her vest. And underneath she looks like this. And you can see that it is a new slimmer body than the regular figures. They've made the hands even smaller. And very nice to get our first female character. Oh, and they gave us 2 female characters in here. So very, very cool to get that. She's an iconic piece. And then we get this basketball star with the most underwhelming accessory, except it is pretty cool that it does make him jump. Translucent stand to make him look like he's jumping. He's number 32. Do you know who's number 32? Is he supposed to be somebody as well? Put him in here. How does this fit? How did I fit this in here before? I think I strategically put these things in here. All right, and then, oh, here's another favorite. A totally new, different kind of sculpt for this space monkey. Space ape. He's definitely bigger than an ape. And then he has a hood and a mask, and he even has this laser. Whoa, sorry about that. Shh. And then he has this laser. So cool. And then over here, creepy. We're getting back into the spooky things again. We got a creepy clown and really cool design that you take off his vest and his hair comes off, so he's completely bald there. And then he comes with this very awesome balloon animal, which is one of the coolest accessories in this whole series. Translucent balloon. It looks a real balloon poodle. Gotta love that. And then next, our second female character is a witch, and she looks kind of like a cute, pretty good witch, but then she can turn into a scarier witch with she still looks kind of cute. She's got a wart on her nose though, and she comes with a broom, and it's a broomstick, wood, nice, cute from the back. She definitely looks better like this. And she's green, and her pointy shoes, which I never looked at before, very cool. Oh yeah, she's got those buckles on her, pilgrim buckles on her shoes. So I like her very much. And then we get, I guess maybe it's Frankenstein, or a mad scientist. He has mad scientist hair. Look at his teeth, strange goatee and eyebrows. Kind of steampunky too. It looks like he's got vials or something in his belt. All kinds of details, like I said, and with the witch, like I'm noticing things. And if you just stare at these, you'll notice other things. So then you can put on his mask. Very nice. And then he comes with this mini translucent science lab, which is kind of a weird accessory for him to hold, but I guess maybe it is kind of a diorama piece. That's cool. And then we have this space surfing robot. Yes, I said that right. Look, he comes with this jet surfing board which we get 2 boards in here. We got the snowboard and then the space board with this series. And then they have this hologram effect, which I think they are taking they're borrowing it from an old toy line. What is that, Centurions or something like that? But it is really cool because this does kind of look like a hologram, the way that it was designed with the translucent block, and you put them together and it does kind of, and without it being a hologram. Anyway, this whole hood here is translucent, so I love that part. And underneath is a robot, and I love a robot, and it's got this weird face. And then they gave him horns and a surfboard. So, I mean, just bizarre, awesome combinations of awesomeness. How can you not love this stuff? All right, so that was, I don't remember what wave, wave number 4. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're down to 8 figures. So I guess that was the first time they went from, how many were here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there were 8 in that one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8. Only the first one had 10. Then they went to 8. And then they've all had 8 so far. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're still at 8 with series number 5. This is a good series too. Here's one of my favorite characters of all time, Cyclops guy. One eye. I think they put him in the imaginext display that they would have in Targets. And then he comes with this armor piece that looks like Ram Man from Masters of the Universe. So I love that. And then he has an axe just like a Masters of the Universe axe. Because of that barbaric world matches his skull and crossbone on his chest. What a great character he is. Yeah, no wonder I love these. These are all the factions and stuff that I like. Construction workers and lumberjacks and cyclopses and genies and ghosts and skeletons and pirates, and it's all the best things. Look at this. Okay, next we have steampunk. We have this translucent skeleton. They use this often with the pirate collection, but then they made him this hood, which doesn't really fit into my box, but because it's soft enough, I did squeeze it in there, and I don't think it's going to be damaged. I think it's okay. I do want to keep these things all together, so that's awesome. Translucent, and then you put the white sheet on it. Come on. Yeah, so I do squeeze that in there. And then I love a translucent figure so much. Look at the detail again on here. There's the bones are all constructed in there. Then we have this Asian warrior with his special hat on. What's it look like underneath? Well, he's got the bald head and the goatee and the mad eyebrows. And he comes with this fighting staff that's really, I don't know, it's a raky and clawy and pointy. It must be based on some kind of actual Asian fighting artifact. But I like how his mask covers him, his hat. Look at his slits in it, so that he uses as a protective visor. That is a really cool design. Very great Asian warrior. And then we have a genie. Check this out. In blue, muscular, strange ponytail, great pants. Belt and cuffs and everything, but you can even soup him up a little more by putting on his Arabian hat and vest combination, which are attached. That's cool. His little sheath thing is coming down in the back, attaching his vest. The eye on the back of the thing. You can see the eye on the cuff of his pant, and then he comes with the lantern that he lives in, and he can hold it to rub the genie's lamp. Very awesome. Let's take that stuff off, put him back in there, and then this is really cool. We have an exterminator flyman. So we have the Fly, another universal monster, no, And he comes with this, he's dressed in an exterminator outfit, and he comes with the poison. When the rod can be stuck in the back here, like this, a little place for it to go. But you can also put it forward and stick it in his hand. And that is him carrying around his tank of poison. Half man, maybe he's turning everybody into half flies, half humans. His legs are really gross. Human flies are gross, very disgusting, but also super cool. He has the wings and everything, amazing. Then this is the biggest switch. This is a very special figure, so no joints and articulation, and is a test dummy, test drive dummy. What do they call these things? Amazing rubber figure. This isn't the only rubber figure that we get in this series or this collection, but amazing that they did that. And he comes with a pylon, so you could wear it on a head like a hat. But yeah, this rubber figure, so cool. No articulation, but stretchy, gummy, rubber fun. Amazing. What a like a cool addition. And then another Universal monster. We get Wolfman, werewolf. Here he is. Check him out. Love it. Very unusual posture, different kind of sculpt, thinner legs. Yeah, total different creation here. Not like the same. His head's a little bit smaller, but he is amazing werewolf, and he comes with some chains to capture him, so that is good. We feel safe that way until he turns back to a human where he is more controllable. But check him out in his shackles. Love that. And then a very another female. I think from here on in they do put at least, or they do put one female in each collection. And we have another very Lord of the Thrones kind of figure, where it is a warrior princess kind of thing. So she's got a sword. Again, kind of Masters of the Universe too. We love this barbarian warrior lore, and a really cool cape and crown. And I do like that her sword matches, and her cape is cool because it wraps around in a way that you don't usually see. But yeah, she is pretty special and cool and awesome, like all of these things are. Let me put this up, flatten these things. You have to squeeze the ghost sheet in this box, but it can be done. All right, and then next up we have the first one that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that was 8. This is the first. They went down to 6 in Series 6. So 6 for 6. It's okay. At least we're going to be pumping through these fast now. They also souped up the ante. I don't know if that's true, but we got this chicken guy. So this guy who works at a chicken restaurant, he's got his apron on, blue jeans. His style is really cool. I love his yellow, and I love the primary colors here in his outfit. But he also comes with this Polly Pocket snap-on legs, feet, and this chicken head costume that he can stand out and sell the chicken. And look how the arms again match the vest. Very, very funny chicken costume for the chicken restaurant worker. And then we have Amelia Earhart here. Cute female, awesome hat, love a pilot. She comes with an aviator vest, and because her plane crashed, she at least saved the propeller from the crash, and that is kind of cool that they did that. It's good to know that she is safe on the island, and maybe she catches fish with the propeller somehow. All right, and then we have this guy, again with the funny facial hair and the bald head. I bet he looks like a lot of toy collectors. Kind of look like this guy, don't they? Do you look like this? And yellow, just a basic little outfit, but not basic at all. He gets a giant gnome head, and he gets this really cool mushroom shield. Like, what? And then to make things even weirder, with his look how giant this head is that he gets on. This is kind of the mascot series. And then he gets a scythe. Of all things, he turns into this very scary, creepy gnome warrior. I mean, so bizarre. And then we get a court jester. They usually are creepy. This face isn't that creepy. Looks kind of Parisian. And then this is simply terrifying, if you ask me. And again, this is the scythe set because his scepter kind of thing has his scare. Oh yeah, it's in the skull hat, and it's a scythe. So yes, he is definitely supposed to be scary, very eyes wide shut creepiness. And then we have. Let's look at him again. Does he look pretty? Yeah, he looks pretty non-threatening. As far as clowns go in his original format. Let me strategically put these in here. Okay. And then we have this RoboCop kind of guy. But again, this is definitely the mascot series. Because he's this robot guy. But check out his boots. And his boots are like that for a reason. Because he turns into a Godzilla robot. Am I wrong thinking he's a robot? No, there are robot features to this. Like, Godzilla isn't crazy enough, but no, you have to make him a robot Godzilla. Amazing. And then, four-armed alien with a breathing mask. I believe it goes on this way. It could go on either way. Wonder if it shows you. Does it cover up his face like this? Or does that go on the back and that cover up his mouth? I think it's supposed to go like this. It doesn't really fit on. Should I look at the instructions? It doesn't show you the armor on. Yeah, I think it's supposed to go on here like a breathing mask. And this is the back fin. Yeah, we wouldn't want to cover up his eyes, even though imaginext has done things like that, where you cover up the face completely, actually. Or maybe it's reversible. Maybe you're supposed to have that option. I think I like it like this. Anyway, 4 arms on this alien. As you know, aliens are kind of a theme. And then I do like, since there were only 6 in Series 6, we do have this. It's better for me to display because I can see nobody has to wear their armor to fit into the collection. And you can see the accessories separately from the figures. And I can really appreciate them that way. All right, number 7. Another very cool series of 6. We get a Ghostbuster. Now, I don't know how they can do this, especially Mattel. Hasbro's always had the Ghostbusters, but I guess he's just generic enough. And he's got the full bodysuit on. He's got the goggles. He's got the place to put in the eco reader that can clip into there. That's awesome. And he even has this ghost sucker laser gun. Check that out. And he looks like he's afraid of ghosts. He looks like he's seen a ghost. So that is an awesome Ghostbuster. But I guess you need all these things. Those things that they gave the Ghostbusters were all based on ghost hunting accessories, I guess, that really exist. Okay, and then we got a Mexican singer with a, what do we call that, a luchador? Or a, I don't know. Anyway, we take this pleasant looking, well, he does look a little mysterious with his eyebrows, but we turn him into a Day of the Dead character with his skull mask. Always a little bit creepy in here. I guess that explains why this is my favorite toy collection of all time, because they're cute and a little bit creepy. And here we go, speaking of favorite of all time, translucent toys. So this ghost, this headless horseman, incredible. He is a ghost. They made him translucent, probably glow in the dark. And his old-timey outfit, that is my kind of thing. And not only does he look like his head would vanish easily, you can cover it up with a pumpkin. Oh, and of course he has a sword from the time period where he is a headless horseman. He can throw his pumpkin head with the flowing cape. You gotta love that. A great Halloween character. These are very, very Halloween themed. Okay, then we have another Asian warrior with an amazing imaginext dragon tattoo. He does look like he's got on kung fu slippers. So, and then he's got his very cool hairdo braid in the back. He comes with a vest that slips on, that when he is covering up his tattoo. What if I said these all in the original reviews that I did of these? His tattoo is exactly the same as the marking on his robe. That's kind of awesome. And then he has a fighting staff. None of the fighting staffs have been the same. They're all different. I think they designed them special for these. Some of these things have been repeated in other lines and stuff, and some of these things are unique molds that you only get once in these character collections. I really do like his tattoos. And again, he's a shirtless figure, which is awesome. That's how I like to roll normally. Be most comfortable. And then we have another alien. So aliens are popular. This guy has strange colors. The pink gloves. And then he looks so happy and so cute. And he has a space helmet that's really cool too. Oh, and clicks into place really nice. And does he have any other? This is something that I have to double check. That doesn't make sense that he doesn't have any extra accessories. Nope. They kind of gave to others, and he missed out. But he is very cute. Gotta give him that. Let's put that down here. And then maybe all of the money from his extra accessories went to Disco Stew here. Where, oh, what an amazing design that they did that. Did you see? I just put up his hand, and all of a sudden he is pointing. He is do 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 do. Look at him go. He's got the fro. He's got the shades. He's got the medallion. He's got his chest hair showing, if he has any. And then he's got the pointy shoes, the eye on his cuff again. And he comes with this disco ball, this huge ball that barely fits into the box, but I can squeeze it in. And he comes on the translucent stand, so you can have this disco ball in the back while he's boogieing. A little fringe on the back of his jacket too, and on the front. Very, very funny and cool. And yeah, the ball just fits in there. It's squeezed a little bit, it's buckled a bit, but at least I'm fitting everything in here. was that really number 7? Sometimes it says the wave number on here, and then sometimes it doesn't, which did get confusing. This one definitely says Series 8. Series 8, yeah, it says that. So that's where we are now. Series 8. Oh, oops, I'm making a mess down there. Oh no. Oh no, I just dropped my binder. Alright, Series 8, what's going on here? Was that Series 8? I don't know. I better not have the. Hopefully these aren't out of order. This is also one of my favorite. I keep saying that these are one of my favorite figures. Oh, check this out though. I'm just realizing it. Maybe this is the same torso as the Wolverine, the werewolf, because he does have that hunchback. He looks very much like him, but he's got the horns. He got the tattoo on the back. This is the kind of figure, the thinner legs. I want Mattel to make. I would love to make more ancient gods, and there's so much Greek mythology and so many great figures, and 1/6 scale would be the best, but I mean, I'll take anything. If they did a whole series of these in imaginext, it would be so good. Anyway, he's got this really cool staff and horns and ears and cuffs, and he's a goat boy. Incredible. Just one accessory for him. And then we got this robot man, again, this RoboCop kind of thing, with a siren on his head, translucent bit in there. I love that. And he comes with a robot dog. So gotta love this collection. Nice. Then we get another stock car driver. So this is the first time. Well, no, that's not true. That we get a same kind of character, because we've got many aliens. But this stock car driver, I think they gave him you know what? Maybe he's a motocross. He looks more like he's a motocross racer. But we also get one of these. Oh, I like the faux hawk that they put on this thing. But they also gave him a first prize trophy in gold. Love that. Another restaurant worker with a mascot head. Oh, no, it's not. He's a pizza guy who accidentally dropped the pizza on his head when throwing it up. He has very cool proportions. He's wearing a great outfit. Chest hair, mustache, his head moves a little bit. Very stylistic, very different. He's got this apron on, his belly's going over. Oh, he's got flip-flops on. Man, that is cool. And not only does he come with that, he also comes with an oven. Oh, no, it's a pizza cutter. He comes with this giant pizza cutter. What? So funny. Then we get this guy. Now, come on. He's a welder. And look at this. He's got goatees are hugely popular in imaginext land, apparently. But he's got his welding gloves, his welding overalls on. A welder. Just a welder. They just thought, like, let's make a welder. I mean, that is amazing. And then he comes with cutting tools and welding stuff. I mean, amazing. He looks so like a 90s, early 2000 kind of emo kind of guy. Love it. And then, Pinocchio. We got a wooden marionette boy. Come on. Very German. Or wherever Pinocchio is from. Very nice. And then this is the accessory that I had to take apart, where I had to carefully heated it up and then pulled out these spokes that fit on there, because I couldn't fit into my box. I probably would never dress him up like this. I mean, I can still put these things on him. So he comes with strings. He's got his marionette board, and then you can put the hat on him like this. I can place those things. I could snap it easily into there.
but you get the same effect. I like how the hat is off his head a little bit, but a very cool accessory that they gave him. Little Pinocchio, crazy guy with his lederhosen suspenders on and the eye on his chest like he's a superhero. The wood texture is amazing. I love a fake wood plastic toy. Series 8. Number 9, if these are not out of order. And we got this very weird, toxic zombie kind of thing. I guess he is a underground toxic monster because he came with this fire hydrant that he probably just ripped the pipe out while he came out of the ground, and he's kind of melting. His feet are coming out, and I guess that's what he must be, like post-apocalyptic, under the ground living toxic Avenger. And then we have the Grim Reaper, like, come on, with a fiery translucent head, so you can like put the light up to that guy, and then I think his eyes glow, which is very cool when the light shines in through his head. And skeleton, I mean, this is a cool skeleton Grim Reaper, and of course he's going to also come with a scythe. Very, very popular in imaginext world. It's a totally different sculpt, real looking, creepy awesomeness. And then here we go with the Abominable Snowman. Like I promised you, he has a cap on, I guess, to help the head go on. It's a very cute mold. Instead of a fish, which would have worked, I think, just as well, they gave him a snowboard. So I guess this guy is a furry. Did I make that same joke when I first reviewed these? Probably. But I mean, he really, I mean, he's dressed up like a big fluffy monster. Look at this. Look at the chest and the fur and the eye on the ankle and his feet, his bare hands. Cute. That matches his face mask. Look at that face. All right, next we have like the Headless Horseman. This Invisible Man is even better. I like his old-timey period, but so translucent. It's kind of cool that they did the off-white too on this bow tie. And then this is the first character that you can't use all of his accessories together. I mean, you could have him holding this, I guess. But he's got 2 different hoods. So we can put on this one, kind of like the burlap sack from the zombie head, with the hat and the glasses on. And then he gets this separate top hat piece, which seems to be the same one that the steampunk guy had. This guy does look very steampunk too, but I guess it's the same period. Total translucent head and hands though on this. So are they running out of ideas? I do like that we do have ones that we can mix and match together though, and look like that they belong in the same period. Speaking of which, we have an opponent to the other boxer, and we get another boxing dummy, which is kind of bent kind of weirdly for some reason. But yeah, I love this, and it's probably exactly the same as the other one. It does look different. I don't know, I might have to do another video where I compare. But he has the boxing gloves, and it's probably the same mold, and he probably has, I love the fro here, and we get another boxer. It would be so cool to put the 2 boxers up against the other. It looks like this guy won, though, because he is only missing a tooth. He doesn't have a black eye. And then we have... this guy can borrow this swordfish, and he can battle the other guy with it. But this swordfish saw thing goes with this shark pirate. And there has been a whole shark pirate series in imaginext. They had pirates against shark pirates, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this isn't my only shark pirate for sure, but it is cool to have in here, and it is such a great idea to make a pirate that is a shark, because Street Sharks brings back that, and then to have this saw fish accessory is so cool too. So that is series 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, yeah. 10. Here we are, series 10, 6 more figures here. And oh, this is the first time that they pay homage to one of my favorite toys of all time. So, but we're not there yet. We have another restaurant worker. Wait, I don't even know if that's true. But anyway, I love his 90s hairdo. A hot dog boy, the graffiti top, the eye on there, and they have the eye on there, and they have the eye on there. So the imaginext eye is everywhere, but he has a hot dog suit, which also has mustard eye right there. There's a lot of logoing on right here, but that is so cool. You gotta love a hot dog suit. They made a Lego figure. I wonder who made it first. Hot dog suit man. Sneakers. I guess he does look like he is selling hot dogs. But here is, this freaked me out. They paid homage to one of my favorite toys growing up, and that was Fisher-Price Adventure People, which they had these aliens and they had these alien creatures. I do have one of the original ones, which are much bigger, and the figures were twice the small. I don't know, twice the size. They were, what do you call that? They were Star Wars. They were Star Wars size. In fact, they used Fisher-Price Adventure People to design the Star Wars figures. They took them and they cut them up and they sculpted them, and that's what Star Wars used to design their figures. But Fisher-Price Adventure People are an amazing 70s toy line with great 70s style, and they're just utilitarian workers and astronauts. So this guy was based on one of them. The mold is uncanny, and I was so excited to see this, because this by this time, this had been one of my favorite toy lines, and then they threw this in, like I couldn't. And then Canadiana again. We've got a hockey player, again, more teeth missing. And speaking of 70s, he's looking super 70s. This is the 70s. It's kind of 70s things going on here. Skates. He has a helmet and jersey that he can put on, and he comes with a hockey stick, which doesn't really fit in his hand. I guess at the very end he can fit it in his hand. So yes, his hockey stick. I think these are made upstate New York is where Fisher-Price is. Fisher-Price headquarters. So I think they do have lots of Canadian influence. But hockey player, so great to add to the mix. And not a sports figure that you usually see. Not as common. And then we have this dragon warrior. And a dragon warrior, come on. So he has this. Well, let's take a look at him like this. Looking really cool. Does he have like a patch over his eye? I think he does. There have been lots of knights and dragons in imaginext over the years, and definitely some of my favorite to collect. Oh, that reminds me. I will have to do collection videos of the different factions, because I do have a huge space collection, a huge rescue heroes collection, and a huge so many SpongeBob collection, so many different factions. And imaginext definitely was my favorite. Okay, it comes with this crazy axe. Very weird style to that. Looks really medieval, awesomeness. Very interesting dragon warrior. And then this series, these elf it actually had a name, Elf Warrior, something like that. But they did put out a few sets, but they had announced other sets that they didn't put out. But we did finally get one of them, and I do have a collection of those, and that is a collection that I did open up all of that stuff, where we have these Elf Warriors, and I did love that series very much. It is a shame that we didn't get some of the other things that they hinted at, and we saw prototype pictures of, but they never came out, like this elk. And I don't know. There were so many things, but I did open up this stuff. I don't remember what it was called, but I like that we got an additional Elf Warrior to add to the collection in this, and very nice white hair. Very, very cool cloth cape. This is our first cloth piece. imaginext has been known to do this. This is the first cloth piece in the blind bag sets. And then we have a two-headed monster. Very too bad from Masters of the Universe. So we like a Masters of the Universe homage. We also like a two-headed monster as much as we like a one-eyed monster. When you're messing up things like that, we love it. He would look so great fighting along this guy. I mean, they look like they belong to the same series, but I definitely should mix and match these. I guess I could have done that before. Oh, and it looks like he comes with the, I don't think it's the same axe as the Cyclops did, but I'm glad that that did trigger it. Should I look? I think I'm going to have to do another video where I start putting some of these different figures together because they really look like they belong together. He would be a great character to put with the Cyclops, and they could be friends and fight together. All right, let's put away Series 10, if I'm saying the numbers correctly. And we're on to number 11. Longest video ever. Oh, this is a lot of firsts in here too. Okay, the first figure to come with no accessories. So weird. And like what? It's like a Karg thing. It's like that's his name from Ninja Turtles, Krang, whatever his name is. This fish controlling the robot body. What? It's so weird. I mean, he is a pretty impressive figure with lots of detail. I don't think anything comes off. He came like this in the package. Yeah, he's a sizable figure, and I guess there are some pretty great accessories with some of these other figures. But yeah, this is the first figure to come with no accessory whatsoever, but he's pretty special. Fish controlling, fish head, whole fish can as a head for crazy. Okay, and then we have some more Greek mythology, so I gotta love this. We have a centaur. You might say, wait a minute, that's not a centaur, but look, we have a clip-on back end. So he goes from goat to satyr to centaur, I guess is what you call that. Greek. This might be the only time that I get a Greek mythology line. So yeah, I should mix the Greek mythology ones together too. I definitely would like to see that. But isn't that a cool little accessory? I can clip on the tail. It also makes it feel like it's not real, but it goes together so nicely. What a well-designed thing. It just looks like the ends of the belt too. It's very, very so nicely designed. Elven, blank, white eyes, magical, cool, shirtless, awesome, goat boy. You gotta love that. Now we have this. Oh, this is incredible. Because we got translucent, but you see how it's broken. It's broken glass. Monster, zombie, toxic, warrior, hazmat, translucent mask thing here too. Like, this is so cool. And look what he comes with. He comes with this giant barrel that seeped out. I think he's supposed to be walking around. Is he still alive? I don't know. Is that part of? Are you just supposed to lay him down like this? Like he's been, like, how is this for children? this is creepy, but so cool. I love it. And then, what? Oh no, I'm not gonna. This whole. Wow. Okay, now we get into the three homage. The three. What are these called? Muscle fighters. They have to be Mattel, if Mattel made these. Anyway, these are exact. Are they? Yeah, they're pretty much exact replicas. The original ones are this much smaller. I don't know why my brain just is gone blank, and I don't remember what these are called. But I do have a whole collection of these in a bin like this that I actually found in my basement, but nonetheless, they put two of these in one bag. This is the extra accessory, or is this the extra accessory? Anyway, what a great thing! Two of these, one bag, no articulation, but two little musclers. Man, leave the name of them down in the comments below. But they're so cool. I can't believe that they made them imaginext size. This is the first. Figure that they made that is a bigger scale than the original toy, because these are tiny little figures, so they usually have to shrink them down, but in this case they made them smaller. And yes, you can find these two. They're totally designed on two of the characters, like there were hundreds of them. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I don't know if there were hundreds, maybe 100 of them. Anyway, so cool. Rubber fighting muscle wrestlers, incredible. So yeah, it'd be cool to see those with the Crash Test Dummy too. Look, I just remembered Crash Test Dummy, which I didn't remember at the time of that. And then this is also based on, why I never remember names, on the hologram chest of a toy line before. It must be a Mattel toy, but I don't think it was. Anyway, cool. Not a real hologram here. Also very, I love a snake warrior like King Hiss from Masters of the Universe. A cool staff that has some kind of weird, I don't know, that looks like a plant, a robot plant kind of thing happening there. So cool staff based on another toy line with the holograms on their chests. Very cool. And then another throwback to imaginext or Fisher-Price Adventure People, where they had the robot, and they had the translucent robot man and woman, but they also threw in a dog in this case. They didn't give us the woman, but we've got the man, the robot guy. I would have loved to get a set of both. This is one of my favorite figures because I actually never had one of the translucent robot imaginext Adventure People as a kid, but I definitely always wanted one. I didn't even know about it in the 70s because we didn't have advertisements like that. But when I found out about them, it is still one of my grail pieces to get brand new translucent robot man and woman from Fisher-Price Adventure People. But this definitely is set. I don't have to because I got this, and they even threw in a robot dog that we have seen before in a new coloration. So that would be cool to stick those together. Series 11, very, very special, cool wave. And then the coolest special wave of them all is Series 12, which I do have a few extra ones of these because there is the coolest figure of all inside. We have this guy, which has a 2H on his shorts, and I used to wait. Can you even see that? How come that's not focusing? My camera doesn't not focus. Is it my lens dirty or something? This whole video. Oh, maybe this figure is no. Maybe I can't see. Anyway, I swear to God, that says 2H on here. Wait, I have another one. 2H. What's going on here? I didn't realize my camera is so blurry. Anyway, is this a toohunky figure? We'll never know. But when it came out, people said, "Hey, that looks like you." And does it? I mean, I don't have a beard right now. I was doing a lot of reviews at the beach. I remember doing a review where I talked about how I had this weird tan line showing up. So I'm pretty, and I always wanted to be a surfer. I just grew up in the wrong land. Did they, in fact, make a toohunky? What else could that 2H stand for? Toohunky action figure from Fisher-Price in imaginext. I mean, come on. What an awesome figure. Nonetheless, it is my mascot from now on, and I love this figure so much, and it's so cool, and it does look like me, so my life is complete. Then we have this guy who is also based on some kind of toy, and I have identified it before, and it was uncanny. But anyway, it's a space monkey with a torch, and this is so cool. And yeah, incredible figure too. We get a bicycle that I had to dismantle, which is easy to put apart, and it also is good for me because that is what I always ride, a bicycle, so I can borrow this. But it actually came with a bicycle racer. Very, very nice. So it is nice to have that. Really cool. What a great set to get this guy and a bicycle with spinning wheels. And it is cool that you had to build the bicycle too. There were instructions that came with it, and the bicycle is in red, yellow, and blue, primary colors, which I'm a big fan of. And just a simple, regular cycling guy. They made him nice and thin. Cyclers usually are. They get too much exercise. And then another another Fisher-Price Adventure People homage. They took some liberties here, and they used the robot hands on this guy, and they kind of made a mashup of the translucent robot guy and the astronaut, and they combined them into one. I have bought doubles, that's why I have these. Yeah, I had to buy lots of extras of the special ones, so I do have those. But this guy is a mashup of the Fisher-Price Adventure People characters, and they gave him this weird satellite. To this day, I still haven't figured out what these. I guess they're pieces from other sets, but it doesn't really fit together. Like, you can stick this into this hole here, but that doesn't make sense. And you can put and then this has a giant hole that doesn't really fit onto anything. So I never understood exactly what was going on with this satellite thing, but it's just a lot of satellite pieces. You can use this as a giant laser, which is cool. I mean, I'm not complaining. These are cool. It's translucent space equipment. Despite not knowing how or why or what to do with it exactly, I love that we got it, and look how it's big, and look how much we got with this one in this one blind bag. So cool. And then we get the robot from Big. Like, come on. This was like when he was designing toys as a grown-up. And oh no, didn't he make fun of this? Wait, yeah, I forget. Anyway, it was a skyscraper robot. Nonetheless, it's the Empire State Building robot from Big. Very, very cool. Love it. Even if you didn't like it as a kid, I love it now. Whatever it does. Oh, and it comes with a giant mallet. So what? I guess he goes around. It's a giant robot building that goes around smashing. It looks like those old 50s toys too. So cool. I'm losing my voice. And then this, I might be the only person who's ever realized but this is a Fisher-Price adventure person too. There was a white-haired guy who had pretty much the same outfit on, and there was other outdoor adventure figures that had exactly the same color code. I think it is a mashup between different Fisher-Price adventure people. So I love her just as much because she does remind me of that too. So that is the female figure from this. Did we get a female figure in the last? No. In that last wave, we didn't have one in wave 11, but wave 12 is the return of the female figure, and she is a Fisher-Price Adventure People homage. And look how small her hands are. They really started stylizing them even more so and making the female figures much smaller. Anyway, that is the full collection of the Fisher-Price imaginext blind bag collection. What a long video. If you want me to do one for the DC ones, even though there is one series that's only available in Mexico so far, and I don't know if we're ever getting that. And plus, after this, they put a special, was it a 25th anniversary? It couldn't have been 20th. They put out a special anniversary series. I don't remember what the year it was. It was a couple of years ago. And I really do love that. And I also have the vehicles from that last period of imaginext where they did their own in-house stuff. I love these figures. There will be more imaginext videos coming because it is one of my favorite toy brands of all time, and I am so happy that I now have these new boxes filling in my collection so that I can really appreciate. I can put them on a wall somewhere and appreciate the collection. I can even put them on a shelf on a wall and line them all up so I have them that way. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I just know that I can now rifle through these like a catalog and remember them and mix and match them and put the factions together and enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again real soon.